Good. Right, let's get started properly. Before we start moving, you need a band, a weight and a raised surface. So I've got my bench here, but if you've got a chair or a sofa or something that's secure that you can use, we're going to be doing some push-off press-ups and some dips on those later on. So to start off with, standing up, marching on the spot, driving your arms, kind of quite high arm movement, and lifting your knees quite high as well. Well done. Make sure I can see you all properly. Good. Eloise, are you still using the big play mat as your exercise mat? I love it. It's so versatile. I think my sister-in-law has got one, I think exactly the same as that, and I think she's doing the same thing, that it's really comfortable for doing yoga and working out on. Okay, just keep going, about another 10 seconds. It's certainly a lot nicer looking than the thing I had for my boys. I have one of those jigsaw ABC mats that just accumulated spit and dirt. Lovely. Okay, now go to a side-to-side shuffle, so quite a small movement, just shuffling from side to side. Lovely, well done. I've just realised I've forgotten to change into a sports bra. I have to do quite a lot of this, holding them down. Oh dear, what an error. Okay, floor touch and press. Hinge forward and then press nice and high, so you're really reaching up tall. Tap the floor, reach really high. I'm really stretching up. Good. Just do one more. And then do step backs from there. 30 seconds on each side. Time to lose a layer already. Good. Getting warm. Keep going. 10 more seconds. And then change sides. Keep your core braced while you're doing this. Keep the step back and forward nice and light. Lovely, well done, keep going. And then done. Onto the floor. Thoracic rotations. On your knee, other leg forward. Big reach, and then feed your arm through. One more, and then change sides. I love this movement. One more, and then onto all fours. Cat to cow, arching your back and dipping it. Really thinking about tucking your bum under Engaging your core as you do that. This should feel nice too. Well done. And just do a couple more. And roll onto your back. So arms out to the side, cross one leg over the other. So you've got your outside of your foot, cross your knee, and you're going to roll your knee towards the floor and then back to centre. If you can, push your knee away from your body. So you're using your leg strength to push your knee away from your body as you do this, and you should hopefully feel it opening up your hips a little bit more. So you're just rolling from the centre, knee to the floor. When I do this, I can also feel it in my sort of side of my back a little bit as well. Do one more, and then roll the same leg, foot towards the floor. So when I do this, I find this side a bit more challenging. I can feel it in my waist a little bit more. Try and keep your core braced while you're doing it as well. Do one more, and then change legs. Swap your legs over, try and push your knee away from your body, and then knee to the floor. So when I do this, the shoulder of the opposite side that I'm rolling to wants to lift off the ground, so try and keep that shoulder pushed down, and then go the other way, foot to the floor. Good. Keep going, do about 3 more. And then both feet to the ground. Bring your head up into your hands, straighten one leg, and then you're going to kick that straight leg up and down. Keep your leg as straight as you can, and you might find as you go through this that your mobility increases. You can kick your leg a bit higher up. Just go to your own comfortable range of movement, which for me is not great today. I did hill reps last night, and they seem to have hammered me more than normal. Change sides. Good, well done. One more. And the last exercise from our warm up. Arms back down by your side. Push your hips up high. Roll your back down to the ground. Push up high and roll down. So when I do this, I push my hips up to full extension, so as high as I can, and then roll down. If you feel that's catching in your lower back, don't push your hips up to full extension. Go to about 80%. And then roll down from there, and you might find it's easier for your back. Keep going. Do about another 30 seconds of those. I'm just going to do some fapping with the toes. There we go. Turning off some heat lamps. Wrong thing. Excellent. Right, last couple of bridges. Good, and then up you get. Right, heart rate raise set first of all. 4 exercises: jogging on the spot, crab walks, side lunges, and a high press up. So you've got options for the high press up. I'll show you that in a second. So just jogging on the spot, then your crab walks, staying nice and low. So you'll primarily feel your quads working, but if you can keep your core engaged and your weight pushed back, you'll feel it in your bum as well. Side lunges, you're going to go from side to side. No weight for this. And then your high press up, I'll be using my bench just because it's here. So that's nice, easy, but quick high press up. You can use a kitchen work surface, or you can use a wall if you want to, or anything you've got that's high and a stable surface as well. We're going to do 30 seconds for each of these, twice through. No rest for these, just going to keep rolling through for the 4 minutes. Are you ready? Crab walk, sorry, no, jogging first of all. 3, 2, 1, off you go. So depending on how high you want to push your heart rate up, you can keep the jog quite low intensity, or you can really go for it. Because of my wardrobe failure today, I should be keeping it quite low intensity. Eloise, that's hilarious. You are the epitome of exercising with baby. Right, crab walks. I know I can't hear her, but she looks very good. She's getting used to you doing this now, I take it. So core engaged, try and keep your weight back. 3, 2, 1, and then side lunges. Lunging from side to side. You don't need to lunge very far. I'd rather you had a smaller step and the quicker movement for this, trying to get your heart rate up. We're doing an activation set after this. 10 seconds, and then press ups. If it takes you a few seconds to get to where you're doing press ups, that's fine if you don't do the full 30 seconds for that one. Upper body tires more quickly anyway. Good, press ups. So when I'm doing these, I've got my hands slightly wider than shoulder width apart. My arms are coming not quite out to the side, pointing downwards a little bit as well. And my bench making a lovely creaking noise. I hope you can't hear that. That might get annoying. 3, 2, 1, up you get. Straight back to jogging on the spot. Second round of this. So hopefully you should feel that your heart rate is coming up gradually and gently. You shouldn't feel like you've got a really quick spike in your heart rate. It should feel gentle, a gentle increase. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Crab walks. I'll show you side on this time. So when you're doing these, don't let your feet come all the way together. I'm just trying to stay relatively low. Core engaged. Well done. 3, 2, 1. Side lunges again. Small step to the side. Keep your feet moving quickly. Good. Well done. 10 seconds. And then you're onto the press ups again. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. High press ups. That's good. Well done. Perfect. Good. So however you're doing it, whether it's standing or kneeling, keep a straight line between knees and feet and shoulders. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. Excellent. Warm up done. So before your heart rate comes down too much, we'll get straight on to the next set. 30 seconds work, 15 seconds rest, 3 times through. We're starting with a curtsy lunge, so that's lunging back, and the further you go out to the side and the further you go back, the harder this will be. Ground to overhead, so you need the weight for this. So that's down to the floor, pressing a weight above your head. If you haven't got a weight, you can use a water bottle. Straight arm plank, knee to the outside. So like that, driving your knee to the outside of your elbow, and then a tricep dip. So you can either use your raised surface, or if that's not practical for a tricep dip, or it's just going to be too challenging, you can do the tricep press on the floor. So sit up nice and tall, elbows pointing straight back, and get your triceps working that way. Let's go! Curtsy lunge first of all. So we're going to do the curtsy lunge without any weight. 30 seconds, off you go. When you finish each lunge, make sure you're standing up tall. Hopefully you can feel this in your bum, into the backs of your legs. If it doesn't feel challenging enough and you want to make it tougher, move more to the side and move further back. 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds rest. Ground to overhead next. Better grab a weight really. What shall I use today? I'm going to go for a little disc weight. It's nice to hold. 3, 2, 1, off you go. So tap the weight towards the floor. If your weight's quite small, you might just hover it above the floor a little bit. You don't want to have your shoulders lower than your hips. Looking good. So think about the hinging part of the exercise. You should feel your bottom working. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Straight arm plank. So if it's too challenging to do this on the floor, you can modify it by doing this exercise against a raised surface. So my bench is a good height, something that height would be good. 3, 2, 1, off you go. And when you place your foot back down to the floor, try and do it as silently as possible. Nice. So that return movement, getting your foot back down to the floor, really important for your core stability. 3, 2, 1, and then tricep dips. I always hate myself slightly for adding these into my program when I do it, because I don't like them. Okay, 2, 1, off you go. So however you're doing it, try and keep your elbows pointing straight back as much as you can. That'll keep your triceps working more than your chest. And if you find it challenging, just hold it for a little bit at the top, reduce the number that you're doing. If it's not hard enough, you can do it with straight legs if you want to. Rest. Round 2. Curtsy lunges again. It's getting warm. I always forget how much heat comes into this thing when the sun shines on it. 2, 1, off you go. Lovely, well done. So these should be completely safe. If you've got slightly dodgy knees and lunges normally hurt, these should be okay. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Round to overhead. Get ready. 2, 1, off you go. Lovely, well done. 3, 2, 1, rest, straight arm plank. 10 more seconds. So if you did this against the raised surface for the first set, try and do it on the floor for the second one. 3, 2, 1, off you go. If my S's aren't very good today, I changed my braces yesterday and they're really tight. I can't speak very well today. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. One more round to go. Oh no, tricep dips. How could I have forgotten tricep dips? I know I've forgotten them, I don't like them. I'm blanking them from my head. Alright, tricep dips. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Well done. Keep your core engaged doing these. It will help. 5 seconds. And rest. Good. Right, now we can do curtsy lunges again. Last set. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. It's the last set of these, so make them more challenging if you can. Really lunge back. Looking good, well done. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Ground to overhead. If this 15 seconds rest is too much, you can just get started straight away with this last set. Ground to overhead again. 2, 1. Off you go. If you want to challenge yourself and you haven't got a heavier weight to swap to, move a bit more quickly. Fifteen seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Straight arm plank. Again, start straight away if you want to. 2, 1, go. Again, challenge yourself by moving more quickly if you want to. Keep going, 15 seconds. Keep good, well done. 10 seconds. And get your hips as low as you can. 3, 2, 1, up again. Last tricep press. Get ready. 2, 1, off you go. So I'm just holding myself at the top of this for a second, bracing my core again, and then dropping down. Ten seconds. Thank goodness. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Done. Whew. Okay. Have a little rest. I'm just going to have a drink as well. And we've got one more set to go. So, the last one we're doing is the toughest. So we're doing one set, 30 seconds of each exercise, just to get the hang of it, and then we're doing 3 further sets, dropping down to 20 seconds with 10 seconds rest. 4 exercises, alternate squat thrusts, so it's straight arm plank, and then feet hopping in as quickly as you can. If you want to modify it, you can slow it down, or you can do knee to chest on a raised surface. Then you're going to do side to side jumps over a band. If you don't have a band handy, then a t-shirt, tea towel, just something laid out on the floor. And the reason is, if you're jumping over something, even if it's just flat to the floor, it will make you jump higher and think about your jumping more. So it's jumping from side to side. If jumping is really uncomfortable, then leap, but just keep your movement quick. Then you're going to do a push-off press-up, so that's using the raised surface again. Down to the raised surface, push up. And when you finish, make sure that you're really tall. If you're doing this from a standing position, just do a quick press-up instead. And the last one is a high burpee with no jump. So it's not a full burpee, but it's technically a burpee. So you're going to straight arm plank, stand. Try and land with your feet in a squat position. So when you stand up, you're using your hips and your glutes as much as you can. Right, let's do it. Alternate squat thrusts first of all. You don't have to remember any of these all the time, I will tell you. 30 seconds work, 15 seconds rest for the first one. 3, 2, 1, go. Alternate squat thrusts. Hi Merlin! So driving your knees into your chest as quickly as possible. I'm a little bit hampered by not having any support. So I'm going to move more slowly. Move your feet as quickly as you can. 10 seconds. Keep going. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Side to side jumps over the band. Eloise, I wish I could get a screen grab of this. It's delightful. 3, 2, 1, jump. So when you jump, bend your knees to absorb the impact. Use your arms to help you. Lovely, good. Keep going. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Push off press ups. If Etta doesn't end up being a gym instructor, I'll be very disappointed. She can be my apprentice eventually. All right, get ready. 3, 2, 1, off you go. So when you're pushing off, at the top of the movement, really think about bracing your core. This is a core stability exercise as well as being a plyometric movement. 10 seconds. Try and think about your upper back working as much as possible as well, not just your arms. 3, 2, 1, rest, and then a high burpee. I'll call it a down up, so it's not a burpee. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, off you go. So it's just into straight arm plank and then stand. Nice, well done, good, keep going. Seconds, and then you get 30 seconds rest. 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. 30 seconds. So now we're repeating those 3 more times through, but 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. So less work time, a little bit less rest, so you can work harder. All right, get ready. Alternate squat thrusts. And 3, 2, 1, go. So it's not for as long this time. Really go for it. Move your legs as quickly as you can. Try and keep this movement like a bouncing movement, so you're just running in a straight arm plank position. Lovely, well done. 10 seconds. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Side to side jumps. 3, 2, 1. Go. So you've had your practice round. Hopefully you feel a bit happier jumping more quickly now. So if you're not sure about the jumps, maybe your pelvic floor isn't loving it, you can leap instead. 3, 2, 1, rest, push off press ups. Side to side jumps do challenge your pelvic floor more than front and back. So if you find it difficult, just leap. 2, 1, go. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Burpees. Sorry, down ups. They're not burpees. 2, 1, go. Three, 2, 1, rest. 25 seconds rest. 1 done, 2 to go. How are you feeling? You look good. 10 seconds. Alternate squat thrust, get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Penultimate round, which usually feels the nastiest, but just fight through it. Keep working. Two, 1, rest. Side to side jumps or leaps. 3, 2, 1, go. Five seconds. Rest. Push off press ups. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. And remember, if you are using a higher surface and you can't do the push off, just speed them up. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. High burpees. Okay, get ready. 2, 1, go. Five seconds. 2, 1, rest. 25 seconds rest. One more round to go. Hair's starting to go a bit crazy now. 15 seconds. Hopefully your heart rate's now quite high. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Alternate squat thrusts. Move those feet as quickly as you can. It's your last set. Five seconds. 2, 1, rest. Ready, go. Well done. seconds. Three, two, one. Done. Push off press ups. That these no. Off you go. Your upper body's starting to tire now. Just really think about your core. It will help. Tummy pull to spine. 3, 2, 1. Last set of burpees. 2, 1, go. Just start the watch buzz. Exercise ring closed, lovely. 3, 2, 1. Done. Good work. Right. Yes, so heart rate's at its highest. That's what I wanted. Okay, cool down. Grab yourself a drink if you need it now. And just keep your feet moving. Heart rate down slowly. Well done. So in about 15 seconds, I want you to get down to the floor. We're going to do some alternate arm and leg extensions. Very slow and steady for a minute, and then we'll stretch. Just keep your feet moving. Eloise, can you sort of live stream her just toddling around the house? It would make so many people happy. She's absolutely delightful. I'm sure it's not quite that lovely for you, but... Okay, down to the floor. Alternate arm and leg extensions. Bless her. Okay, before you start to move them, hands underneath your shoulders, core engaged, knees under your hips. Just take a few breaths in that position. Lovely. And then really slowly extend alternate arm and leg. Thumb pointing up to the ceiling. Heel up to bum height. And just keep re-engaging your core every time your hand and knee come back down. Lovely, 30 more seconds. If you have a wearable device that shows your heart rate, keep an eye on what it does from the peak of your heart rate through the cool down. See how quickly it comes down. It's a really good sign of your increasing fitness if your heart rate recovers more quickly. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and then down into child pose. So feet together, knees apart, stretch forward, deep breaths. And then into glute stretch from there, so leg tucked underneath you, lower down. A few more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and then change sides. my leg in a slightly better position on this side because that's quite a lot tighter. A few more seconds. Good. And release. Stand up. So stand with your legs wide apart and then just slowly lower down. And then wait to walk your hands over to one side. So you're going to bend that knee, stretch your inner thigh. To the centre. And then back across the other side. Lovely, well done. Back to the centre. Your arms go back. So I can feel a stretch across my back now. And then if your mobility allows it, just let your hands come to centre and then walk your feet in. Bend your knees if you need to. Stand up tall. Good. And then we'll do a quad stretch. So if you need to hang on to something, that's fine. Heel into your bum, nice and tall, shoulders up. And then just make sure you've got your bum tucked under so you're not arching your back. And then try and pull your heel up more into your bum. There you go. Lovely, well done. So you're both dancers. Your posture's lovely. Good, and then change sides. Heel into your bum, nice and tall, tuck your bum under, and then just pull your heel up even more. And release. Stretch your arm across your body. Oh, perfect. And the other side. Good. And release. And then just roll down. Legs straight, take a few nice deep breaths. And then slowly roll up. And stretch your arms up. And done. Well done!